Today we are going to look at statistics. So statistics, this is the branch of mathematics that actually deals with data. That is collection, presentation, then you analyze the data and you interpret it. And it's actually, there are two forms of data. We have ungrouped data and the grouped data. So today we shall be looking at the grouped data. Sometimes it's called discrete data. This is data that is actually collected by counting. Are we together? So they don't lie within a given range. They are not very many people, they don't lie within a given range. It's actually ungrouped data. So we're going to look at some of the measures that they use for this ungrouped data. We're going to start with the mean. To get the mean, or sometimes it's called the average, it's denoted by this x bar. It's the same as summation of x over n. Are we together? And in case they give you assumed mean, that means that assumed mean is given. That means that the mean will be a plus summation of d over n, and this d here is gotten by x minus the assumed mean. Then in case they give you the frequency, x bar will be summation of fx over n, or you can write it as x bar equals to a plus summation of fd over n. Are we together? Then the median is gotten by the nth value, n over 2. Remember, the median is the middle value. Are we together? Then the mode, that is the number that appears the most. Are we together? So we're going to try out a question here. They've told us that given the following sets of values, these are the values they've given us. Then they've told us form a frequency table of ungrouped data. B, use your table to find the mean and the mode. And then C, find the median value. So this is our data. So that means we shall start with our first one. We shall determine the x. Are we together? How many numbers do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are actually 10 numbers. So we shall have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then there are some that repeat each other. So that is the frequency. We shall have to determine how many numbers actually keep on repeating each other. Let's start with 1. How many ones do we have? When you look at 1, we have 1 here. Do we have any other one? No. So the frequency is 1. Then let's look at 2. We have 1, 2 here, and another one here. So they are 2. Then let's look at 3. How many 3s do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. Are we together? Then let's look at 4s. How many 4s do we have? Have 1, 2. Actually 2 4s. Then let's look at 5s. How many do we have? We have 5, which is 1. We don't have another one, so 5 is actually 1. Then let's look at 6s. How many 6s do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually 4. Are we together? And let's look at 7s. How many 7s do we have? We have 1, 2. Are we together? 7s are actually 2. And let's look at 8s. How many 8s do we have? Have 1, 2. Are we together? 8s are actually 2. And let's look at 9s. How many 9s do we have? Have 1, 2. Then 10s. How many 10s do we have? We have 1. Okay, 10s are 1. Then you get the total of all of this when you get 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. Our answer that they give us is actually 20. Summation of f is equal to 20. You can try to add it out. So we said if we have the frequency and this, we have to get the fx. Are we together? So this will be this times this is 1. This times this is 4. You get f times x. Are we together? 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 1 is 5. 6 times 4 is 24. 7 times 2 is 14. 8 times 2 is 16, 9 times 2 is 18, 10 times 1 is 10, and you get the summation of fx. You actually put it in your calculator. 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 8 plus 5 plus 24 plus 14 plus 16 plus 18 plus 10. We get 109. This will leave us with 109. Then we also get the cumulative frequency. That means frequency that has been added. So you start with 1 of the frequency, then you add plus 2, gives you 3. 3 plus 3 gives you 6. 6 plus 2 gives you 8. 8 plus 1 gives you 9. 9 plus 4 gives you 13. 13 plus 2 gives you 50. 15 plus 2 gives you 17. 17 plus 2 gives you 19. 19 plus 2 gives you 20. So this should be equal to this. Are we together? So they've told us this is our frequency table, and they've told us use your table to find the mean. We said the mean are same as summation of fx over summation of f. Are we together? So it will be 109 divided by 20. When we put in our calculator, 109 divided by 20 divided by, divided by 20, it's 5.4.45. Are we together? Then our mode is the number that appears most. That means the number with the highest frequency. And we see the one with the highest frequency, 4, is actually 6. Are we together? Then next they want us to find our median. Remember, median, we said it is the nth value, n over 2. Put together. Now for this case, our n is the 20, which is the frequency. So it will be 20 divided by 2, which will give us 10th value. So you come here to the cumulative frequency. Where does 10 lie? 10 lies between this and this, but it cannot lie less than this or less than 9. So it would lie between this, which will leave us with 6 as our median. So we shall continue from there with the one of assumed mean. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.